Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good afternoon as we come to you from Union High School football field, where this afternoon the Ellwood City Middle School Junior High team has traveled up here to Union to take on the Middle School Union Scotties. First game of the season here for the middle school for both teams, so I think we're looking for a lot of fun, a lot of action here in the next hour or two as we take on this game. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst bringing you the coverage today of the game. We appreciate you here being with us. How you doing, Brad?
Cannot complain. Beautiful weather. A little bit more windier than what we saw last Friday night for high school football. But, hey, another great day, beautiful weather, some clouds here, which will help out during our broadcast. But I tell you what, I can't believe it is Wednesday already.
Yes, this week has flown by and been a busy week. Had Labor Day in there, of course, and then a busy week for a lot of sports here for Ellwood City, and I got some this here today. A lot of activity going on tomorrow, and then Friday night our next live broadcast will be coming from where are we at?
Carlington Cougars this Friday.
Cougars of Carlington. So we'll be bringing that broadcast to you. Just to make a note for if you'll be tuning in, we're going to be very tight for room, and we're going to be outside. But Carlington has been very, what's the word I'm looking for, Brad?
Very generous,
generous
to respond.
And they've been their athletic director has been very forthcoming and helpful, and we're going to make the best of the situation that presents itself.
And if you've not been to Carlington, because I know I have not, I know Thad, I would assume that you have not. Listen, I've looked up, I have an entire document of all the teams that Ellwood has played. Ellwood has never played Carlington, so if you've not been there before, small stadium, small press box. It's tight, right in a knit little group, kind of like New Brighton, where literally you walk across the street, there's houses right there. So if you are going down, parking is very limited. You have to park on streets, so be ready. If you take my advice, Thad, you know it. We're going to be out the door at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Get there early.
Get there early. We got to get stuff set up. But first at hand is our game here tonight with Union and Ellwood City. Got a makeshift roster here for Union. We'll try to give as much credit as we can to them. But I was working with their athletic director trying to get some names, and we think we got a good portion of them. So for Ellwood City, they are going to be receiving, and kind of a new roster for us here to go with too, Brad. So bear with us if you will as we await kickoff here. 8-minute quarters here in middle school, junior high.
I would say not necessarily the best start for Union Scotties here. They're trying to figure out their personnel for the kickoff.
But, it's the first game, and I tell you what, it looks to me like Union has about 4 extra players out of the 11 on a team right now. Ellwood City, pretty full slate of players over there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. One on crutches. That's 36 players on a team. Nice deep kick there. Goes all the way back to about the 15-yard line. Fumbled there by Keith Jones, but he picks it up. Does a nifty spin move. Up that right side he goes. He needs a block. He's going to go down that right sidelines all the way out to the 45-yard line, making something out of nothing was 8th grader Keith Jones on the run. That was about a 40-yard return, and he was one person away from taking that to the house. But a great run back and a beautiful field position here for our Wolverines as they start this drive inside Union territory at the 42-yard line. Actually, the field, I think, looks better tonight than it did Friday night. The lines are painted maybe just a little bit more pronounced. So, under center for the Wolverines is 8th grader Eli Moore, number 10. Got an I formation. Oh, I think we had some movement there. I think it's going to be against the Wolverines.
Yeah, it looks like a false start there. The snap kind of came through. Somebody moved, somebody didn't move. It was a little bit all over the place.
A little bit of everything. And, I mean, this is the first game. I mean, these kids have been working hard. Both sides, I'm sure, have. They went through a football camp just like the varsity does, and maybe a little bit of nerves.
Yep. And they
coming
had
in
a
here.
they had a try scrimmage just last week, but it's not the same thing as real time reps.
Lining up. So Moore gets the snap, hands off to number 22. Quick burst of speed there, but taken down nicely. Bryce Miller with the carry, going to pick up about 5 yards there. And we don't have much help here for getting the tacklers, but we'll do the best we can. If you could bear with us. I tell you, I like the varsity jerseys as far as from a viewing, picking out number standpoint, a little better for Union that we saw here Friday night.
Yeah, that baby, well, I won't say baby blue, but the dark blue there, big contrast.
So, number 10, Moore under center. Pitches out there on the left side. Going to try that. Nice stiff arm, big time by number 22. But taken down was Bryce Miller by number 20, Jordan Kelly. I think we're going to be saying his name quite a bit here. But a really nice run there for number 22, Bryce Miller, around that left side. Going to bring up a third. He got about, I'm going to call it 9 yards on that play. We're not getting much help from the clock side of things tonight. They're just running the clock, which is quite normal for a middle school, high school game.
Well, I think what it was is I think the official on this side actually said that he was tackled inbounds officially.
So 3rd and short here for the Wolverines on their first possession of the game. Gets the ball, hands off there. Nice hole on that right side for number 22. Down. Runs his way all the way down. Going to be enough for the first down. Was Chance Mars? Was that number 22 on the carry? Yes, I believe it was. Bryce Miller.
I believe so, yep.
So a nice run for him on a first down pickup. Carries the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. So the Wolverines get their first down of the season. Moving the ball nicely here on this first drive. And really we can say this at any level. Junior high, JV, varsity, no negative plays. I mean, yeah, they had the penalty minus 5 yards, but they overcame that pretty quickly.
Yeah, definitely quickly. This is what, the third play now?
Fourth play.
Fourth play.
So Moore in the shotgun now. Little high snap, but he gets it. Going to keep the ball around that right side. Needs to get a block, and he gets some positive yardage once again inside the 20-yard line. Was Moore. And a nice heads-up play there by Moore. Oh, there was a flag, but it looks to me that they're waving it off.
Yeah, I have a feeling it fell out of the guy's pocket when he was coming up through.
Okay. All right, pick up, let's call it 7 for Moore on the quarterback keeper. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 3.
We'll blame that on the shorts tonight. That's what we'll do. We'll blame it on the shorts.
Yep. So
shorts pockets don't go as deep as the full-length
No,
pants
they
on
don't.
Friday nights. I wouldn't know. I was never official, so I can't say that to him.
Moore now under center. Hand off there to number 20. Makes a man miss. But a nice takedown there, really from behind, was number 25. And I don't have a name for him, but a nice play. Really going to give him no gain on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it 3.
And I'm wondering if that's a theme tonight. It's going to be quick plays, quick handoffs, maybe some RPO, but it looks like the decision's going to be made within a second.
We're in this middle school, 7th, 8th grade, so you got some kids that are a lot
Keep it
bigger
to
than
the
others,
point.
but it's kind of, I would say, evenly matched size-wise right now for the Wolverines. There's a handoff. Nowhere to go.
I think there was a fumble.
I think there was
as well.
a fumble.
Recovered by the Wolverines.
Wolverines recovered Miller, and he was hit by about 2 Union Scotties in the backfield.
I think it was recovered by number either 5 or 6 for the Wolverines. So good, no matter what, good
Right.
awareness to fall on it and realize, hey, it was a fumble.
So big 4th down here for the Wolverines early on in this contest. Fast moving first quarter, 3:24 on this rolling clock. So big 4th down here for the Wolverines. Going to be, I'm going to call it 4th and a long 5. Not seen him try to pass the ball yet, but heavy on that far side with receivers. 3 receivers Moore wants to roll out to his right. Got a little room. Looking across his body. Throws it down into the ball's intercepted. Ill-advised throw to number 20. Trying to get him down to the Wolverines. Jordan Kelly with the interception on that 4th and 5 for the Wolverines. I think Moore was just trying to find somebody downfield, but the alert Kelly, he was just back there in center field watching eyes and followed the ball.
And I no doubt in my mind there, you're going to see it all evening long. I don't think anybody's going to be punting. I don't think anybody's going to be kicking field goals. It's going to be 2-down territory. Right there, if that falls incomplete, Wolverines, no doubt they would have gone for it. So
no, it was 4th down.
Oh,
that was 4th down. So it was they're down and out. So there we go. Handoff up the middle. Nowhere to run. Taken down there by number 50 of the Wolverines. And I'm missing a
number, I'm assuming, right?
My roster only goes up to 28. I think there was 2 pages to that.
50. Right? Or am I missing it?
I'm missing something. Okay. I've been saying some names wrong. I beg your pardon.
So that next play there, off the right side here for a couple yards, I believe by number 24 for Union. When we said makeshift rosters, we meant makeshift rosters.
Right. By the 7th game, we'll have them figured out.
Not numbers.
Yep. We need to change it. Yes,
put a crossover.
I'll get my black highlighter out and put on that.
It's in a Google spreadsheet, and all the numbers are there. Completely wrong.
Yeah, and I'm reading the wrong column. There's a handoff to number 24, and he's taken down there by a host of Wolverines.
I would say the initial there was the guy on the ground there, number 22 for the Wolverines. Initial, which would be Richard Curtin.
Yep. So everything I said about number 22 before.
Yeah, let's restart with rosters.
Yep.
And
forget any names that I said in that first drive for the Wolverines, and that needs to be numerical.
Yeah, next week we'll have it in order.
So I apologize, folks. The camera angle looks good. I can see that. So you're doing a wonderful job, Brad. Don't listen to me.
Thank
High
you.
snap there. He loses the ball. The ball's still on the ground. Somebody wants it. All the way back at about the 10-yard line.
And they're going to say the Wolverines recovered.
And the Wolverines recovered. The Wolverines, there was the high snap. And dancing around there was number 20 for Union.
I think 54.
54,
was the initial,
Eli Moore.
Yeah, the initial pressure there by the Wolverines. He didn't end up with the ball, but he's the one that actually had the quarterback kind of doing a silhouette right there around the corner.
That makes more sense now. Tyler Amicone is your quarterback. We said his name last year. Apologies to the Amicone family if you're watching. Your son had a pretty good first drive, and I just messed all the names up.
Hey, it's like week 1 all over again.
Yes, it is. So Amicone pitches out there, loses it, and another fumble, and that's going to be recovered by Union. The ball was thrown out there to Richard Curtin and wasn't able to keep possession of the ball. Was recovered there by number 77, Swayze Reichert, with the fumble. So 2 teams exchange fumbles.
Yeah, kind of like that jet sweeper. Not necessarily a jet sweep, just like you said, a quick pitch out. You want
and I saw them really working on that. Saw Coach Alan Marsh, the Wolverines, working on that in the pre-games with the guys.
What you're trying to do there is you're trying to get 2 or 3 blockers out front, get a seam, let the runner just run down through the middle.
So they're running around that right side. Thrown down with authority was number 55 of the Wolverines, Colton Gullo. Really not going to give any loss of a yard on the play for Union. So,
and just as you said that, the sun
comes
boom, out.
Right now.
Wow. It is
So
warm.
they are going to give him a little bit of a gain on the play, going to give him 1 yard, bring up a 2nd down and 9.
About 15 seconds remaining here. First quarter action, like you said, Thad, real fast.
Yep, and when they make these quarters 8 minutes long, they just roll by.
Roll.
Back to pass under pressure is Moore, and he's bumbles the ball into the hands of number 54, Eli Moore, and he takes it into the end zone for an Ellwood City touchdown. Defense scoring some points here for Ellwood City. Eli Moore on the fumble. He only had to return that ball about 2 yards. And I want to think it was Richard Cureton with the initial hit on the Union quarterback. As always, folks, you can go back to ecwolverines.com, our YouTube page, and review these games at your viewing pleasure anytime you want as soon as this game ends. So, Wolverines, as time ends here in the first quarter, and they will go for the extra point. Kara Kreitzer,
Last year we
her
saw.
older sister's kicker for the varsity team. Now Kara's out here.
Something we saw last year, they went for 2-point conversions pretty much all year long. They didn't have a kicker.
Yeah, but you were busy setting up here. But warm-ups, Kara was down there, and
she's got something going there.
There it is up, and it is good.
How about that?
Count it. The Intimidator, Kara Kreitzer, makes the score 7-0 at the end of this first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout. Welcome back, folks, as the Ellwood City Wolverines score on the final play of that first quarter. A fumble return. So the Wolverines strike first here with their first touchdown of the season. Now the Wolverines with the kickoff. Kara Kreitzer with the run up and the kick forthcoming. There's the run up and high. Good kick. Taken there but dropped at the 25, but he picks it up. He's coming around this right side. Got one man to beat. And then, wait a minute. Another turnover. Number 15 of the Wolverines. Did we see what happened there, Brad?
I just saw
He just
on
took
camera.
the ball
out
of his hands and ran it 30 yards the other way for a touchdown.
Holy smokes. Woo.
Gillian Frisk.
Talk about...
Wow, what a turn of events.
Right.
They scored 2 touchdowns in a matter of 14 seconds.
And 2 touchdowns, technically in 3 plays. A touchdown, extra point, touchdown.
Yes,
wow.
and the Union return guy just tried to make a spin, and the next thing you know, number 15, Frisk, just takes the ball, and next thing you know, he's running the other way. Now Kreitzer again. Good snap. There's the hold. It's up, and
it looks good.
Count it. It's good. The Intimidator, the Kreitzer girls, makes the score 14-0, just like that. And wow, just that play was just, I can't wait to go back and watch that play.
Talk about an 8-minute quarter. 7 minutes, 6, 5, 4, 3, nothing, 0-0. All of a sudden, 0 seconds on the board, touchdown, kickoff, touchdown. We're talking 13 seconds, 14 seconds. It's 14
and it's just
nothing.
it don't matter to what level you're playing at, varsity, professional, college, call it what you want. Turnovers.
Yes,
turnovers really do dictate a lot to what happens in a game. A lot of exciting stuff this past weekend. Of course, college football. I saw Michigan did their cupcake thing and beat up on some team that I'd never heard of.
Better believe it.
But we're so happy.
And you know what? They got
we're
rewarded.
so happy.
They got rewarded 4 spots up.
Oh,
they're
really?
number 5 in the country now.
Really? Okay.
Actually, I think they're 4 in one ranking.
Yeah, well,
you know
it's
what?
not matter where we start, it's where we end. But no, if you've never listened to us before, Brad is a diehard Michigan fan. And, it was kind of like the other night watching that Ohio State Notre Dame game. It was like, what was that movie? Sophie's Choice or something. Like, I didn't know which one to root for because I didn't care. I didn't care. If it
was so back and
ended in a
forth.
tie, I would have been happy.
Right.
But I can respect a great football game, and that one was.
Real quickly on college football, ESPN is now running all divisions rankings on one page now. So now Slippery Rock, my alum,
yep,
I can actually see them
up there. They 17, I saw.
They bounced up a little bit. They 42-10 over Wayne State.
There's a run up and a kick again. High end over again. Kick, and it goes out of bounds. Well, you can just see here the sidelines of Union over here telling the young man not to pick that ball up. Because with that, they'll take the ball, at the 35?
Either 35 or 40. I think
we'll find out
35. I could be wrong.
Okay.
College rolls, football, or high school rolls, I think 35.
But anyway, a lot of fun there with college football. And then, of course, NFL kicking off tomorrow night.
How about that?
Brad will have to text tomorrow to get our predictions of who will be in the Super Bowl this fall, but we can pass that down.
I think the AFC Championship team versus the NFC, and whoever's better
is going to win.
Is going to win a Super Bowl.
Man,
you better believe it.
I'll tell you what.
How about that?
You watched way too much Madden in your life.
That is exactly where it came from. John Madden, the legendary.
Okay,
John Madden.
Back to live action. Oh, ho, ho! Taken down in the backfield, number 5'4" and 5'6" in there on the stop. Eli Moore and Matthew Kelly, no gain on the play, knock him back a yard. Going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He was met the moment he got that ball.
It almost could have been another situation where they could have taken the ball out of his hands
and go the other way.
So 2nd and 11 here for the Union Scotties. Back to pass. Rolls out there. Nice screen pass, but through the hands of number 24, and you can see his frustration. He knew he wanted that ball. And then the receiver was Million. And in there, Jordan Kelly. We're going to call him for the quarterback.
And that's huge because if that pass is caught, he's still. He could be running for a couple.
I think you could have been talking about a first down there
for sure.
We're not keeping stats here like we should, but I don't believe Union has had a first down yet tonight.
I also know that Coach Marsh there, he's going to hook us up definitely each week with all the updated
Coach Alan
stats.
Marsh and Craig Mills, the assistant. Little stutter step there around that right side. He's got a lane, makes a few guys miss, zigging and sagging. There's your Union first down as the would-be runner made it all the way out to midfield. Million with the carry. Host of Wolverines brought him down, but he just picked his spots. And a nice run there. So got both Union cheerleaders and Ellwood City cheerleaders here on this now all of a sudden very sunny Wednesday afternoon.
This is the only knock that I have. 4 o'clock starts. Traffic and weather.
Yep, back to Kelly to pass. Batted back in his face. Now, they got to be incomplete pass, but Eli Moore is just turned into a beast here on that defensive line. He got right in there. And
what number is Eli Moore?
54.
Okay, I was going to say between 54 and 56.
Right.
You talk about height on that defensive line for the Wolverines. There are some players there. I mean, they're on the verge of. Look at the linebackers for the Wolverines.
Right.
They're gonna. I would almost be eye level with them right now. That's crazy. So pivotal second down here on that incompletion. Handoff there. Once
Nothing
again.
there.
Right at the front
Give
line.
more there in there, and 66, I thought, getting off the bottom of that
I
pile.
believe so, yep.
Yep, Bryce Miller, 7th grader.
Folks who'll be watching Friday night's game, I did confirm. I got jersey colors already. Carleton will be in gray, authentic jerseys. Gray jerseys.
Okay.
So kind of like what you're seeing tonight, but instead of blue, you're going to see some gray or green and yellow.
Okay.
So basically, that's for you, Thad.
3rd
Prepare.
and 10. You're going to get some backside pressure. Oh, taken down. And
I think they're going to say he was down
Kelly,
first.
but he was down. I mean, if I was 55 in there that time. Colton Gullo, for a loss of about 7 on the play, going to bring up a 4th down. The Wolverines' defense right now is just taking over this game.
Yep.
And Union's just not really getting much action, an opportunity to do much of anything in that coming out of that backfield. So 4th and what do we got here? About 18, and they are going for it. Wolverines with a 14-0 lead, 5 minutes remaining.
Looks like we got 5 wide receivers set.
Yes. Handoff. Oh, missed him. Didn't get away from run. Got away from 2. Work his way up there, weaving his way. Shifty moving there is number 24, Million, but he's well short of the first down. But it was another play there that I thought Eli Moore was going to take him out. But slowed him down enough. The rest of the defense caught up and kept that to a minimum 8-yard gain. Needed 18 for the first down. Ball over on downs. The Wolverines will start this possession at their own 48-yard line. Great field position, 4:40 remaining.
And if you're talking to Ethan Moore, he would tell you that I should have made that tackle. But that's
Eli.
why you
Yep.
or sorry, Eli. That's why you have 11 players. That's why you have 10 of your own on there.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
get to the ball, get the stop, and let's put up another point.
Right.
Get some touchdowns here. Hey, 14-0 lead. What is it? 4:40 second quarter.
Yep. Emma Cone now under center. And we got a timeout for Union. So, folks, as always, we certainly do appreciate you listening here and viewing. You can check out this game again in any games. Volleyball, we had a couple of them games on tape right now, and they're doing very well, off to a 3-0 start, and have their second conference game tomorrow night at Mohawk. We will not be broadcasting that,
Correct.
but our friends at
Lawrence County Sports Network, the
LC.
LCSN.
And did you put that out?
They already got the link out there ready
Yep,
to go.
they got
so
their
the
link
link's
out there, so you can check out the girls. Do they do JV too?
They do JV as well, I believe.
JV,
if
I'm pretty
not,
sure they
no
do.
matter what, we'll repost that link so that way it's fresh for
and
tomorrow.
if he reposts that, I'll be there. I'm hoping to be there.
Perfect.
For some updates.
And I think
but the volleyball team's playing really well. On a side note, last night they got done with practice, and Laurel played at Shenango.
They did.
So the team went up there to do their own scouting, and I will tell you, I know 2 of the players very well because I'm related to them.
And
They came home and said, Shenango's for real.
Yeah, they are really, really good, and they won in straight sets 3-0.
Yep.
And I have those updated standings. The only game I did not get from last night that I haven't updated yet was Mohawk versus Beaver.
Okay.
It's the only one that's not updated.
In Trib, Beaver went out of the top 10 this week,
Yeah.
which was kind of
Well,
surprising.
they lost. They scheduled 2 tough matches to start with. They're 0-2.
They're going to be a tough team.
Yes.
But,
Don't read in that 0-2 for
Yeah,
sure.
I
It's
didn't
Beaver.
either. I was
We're
surprised they knocked them out of the top 10. Their reputation would get them there. Oh, we had some movement. I want to see if it was drawn. They're calling Ellwood, and I think you could have.
I'm wondering if
false
somebody
start,
moved.
but there was movement on the Union side, and I just wonder. But
Right.
nonetheless, our opinion is just that opinion, and it really don't matter. So they're knocking the ball back 5 yards.
I think
Bring up a 1st and 15.
I think Dakota will try to be there for pictures at the Mohawk. The reason why I will not be there is because we've got golf, tennis, girls tennis, and soccer.
Right.
All three at home tomorrow night.
All right, it's that time of year. So Emma Cohn gets the hands it off to number 22. Taken down in the backfield. Nice tackle there by number 25 of Union. Nowhere really to run there for Richard Cureton. Going to give him maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 16.
And I'm wondering if they're asking, they just sent 22 off. I'm wondering if number 22 for Ellwood, I think his helmet, Richard Curtin's helmet, may have popped off. Because they blew a whistle real quick to the sideline saying, hey, they had a substitute. So I have a feeling.
And it looks like Jeff Keck
Yep.
came in for him. Quick pass out there. Oh, lost the handle to number 12. Jeff Cat. And ball falls incomplete. Stopping the clock with 3:38 to go here in this second quarter. Let's bring up a 3rd and 16 for the Wolverines. With this 14-0 lead, you can really sum this first half up in 2 plays. I'm going to call it a 3-yard fumble return with the strip sack. And then the kickoff return. Now we have a timeout for Ellwood City, Coach Alan Marsh. Coach Marsh has been working with the junior high team now a couple years. Frank Keeley was the head coach for a number of years, and Frank has decided not to do it this year. And it's funny, I saw Frank back here in January at one of the basketball games. I said, hey, Frank, you do a great job with these kids. You've really turned it around where you got a lot of kids on the team, but just had a lot of things going on, and turned the reins over to Coach Alan Marsh and Craig Mills. And little football history behind the both of them we'll get into sometime. But 2 guys that in their younger days made their presence well known in the WPIAL Beaver County area. So coming out of this timeout, it's 14-0.
You don't realize how much of the people involved with high school sports across the board, cross country, this, that, across the board, the coaches, the reason why they're doing it is because they loved it and they did it when they were in high school.
Right.
It's awesome to see those stories come up every so often.
And some of them, had a splash in college, did some things there. Some did not, but they just kept studying the game. And more importantly, they love the kids to get to work with. Long pass down there. He's got a man open. Oh, just came up a little bit short. Pass intended for number 5, Dominic DiNucci, but the ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th and we're still going to salt that 16 yards. So as I said, Union, there's 5 subs on the sideline, so they're not big in numbers, but just like their varsity team, they had 24, 26 on their roster. Last year they had 22, but the kids come to play.
Right.
And obviously kids playing both ways. And back to punt is number 20. Nick, that is 20, Dolster. Gets the snap, goes between his legs. Going to pick it up. And going to run around that left side, taken down all the way back at about the 25-yard line. The snap just did not get to him and went between his legs, and he comes up limping. You don't like to see your punter limping. I don't like to see anybody limping, but he is not putting much weight on that ankle. So, really, with 3:09 and Union, has 2 timeouts remaining, I believe.
I believe both teams have 2 timeouts. I believe 2 each.
Scoreboard says 1, but okay, we just got confirmation that was not. So,
at least somebody's listening to us. That's awesome. That is awesome.
so 2 timeouts. The pass out there to number 3. Nice takedown there by number 12. Don't think we said his name yet tonight. It'd be a lot better if I can find him. There it is. Jeff Keck. Yep, we have said his name. But first time on defense, takes him down for a 2-yard loss.
Once again, folks, bear with us with the numbers. It goes 10, 2, 23, 22, 80. So there's no order to this.
It's just kind of, and then you start putting too many asterisks beside them, and then they all look the same.
Yes.
So with that, going to bring up 2nd down and 12, a loss on that pass play. Kelly in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Got some time. Throws it down there. Interception by Ellwood City. Up that left sidelines is number 5. Returns it all the way to the 38-yard line. That's Dominic DiNucci, and he just stayed at home, did his job where he's supposed to be, and took away that lane for Kelly to attempt that pass. And that ball had to look like a beach ball coming to him. He had time to wait and get that ball secured in his hands, and off the other way. He went for probably about a 15-yard return. So the Wolverines now, 2:16 remaining, ball on the 34-yard line.
And Thad, you said it once again, turnovers. Hey, 2 minutes remaining in the half there. Maybe Union gets, down in the end zone, puts up 6 points. All of a sudden they're back in it.
Yep, exactly.
Change of possession here, back to the Wolverines.
The more I look at this Union, their defensive line, they got us beat a little bit in size. Well. There's some big boys down there. 67, he got to be there's a handoff. Does a little spin move. 22 falls his way forward. Does Curtin. Going to give him a pickup of about, we'll call it 3.
So 2nd and 7 here. If you're the Wolverines, you just want to keep getting a couple first downs. Maybe something opens up.
You're up 2 scores. I don't know if you want to try to push it. Try for that deep, crazy ball with a minute and a half left and give Union a chance for a pick 6. Just secure the ball at this stage of the game.
And who knows, get a counter trap or some lineman
Number
moving.
54.
Get some blocks.
Eli Moore, he's also out there at center.
It's a 3 wide.
Yes, 2 to the right, 1 dispatch to the left. Kind of an option, but rolls his way forward. Still going is number 10, Amicone.
I have a feeling that was a busted play.
Yep. Yeah, I believe so, but he made something out of nothing. He picked up 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and 3, a timeout for Union. We'll just keep rolling here for a second. We'll be at halftime.
Yep.
Folks, take a look at our ads that we're doing there at halftime. Some of the businesses that support, and how we do it is we announce this, we're nonprofit is how we're basically labeled. And if you're a business and you want us to put, on our, what do you call those, banners, well,
they usually call them candygrams or whatever or something like that.
You're more than welcome to reach out to Brad or myself
100%.
or Dakota Marshall, who's our cameraman with his work schedule. Was not able to be here at this time. But anyway, all as we ask is you give a donation to a booster organization. And we don't care if it's football, wrestling, band, choir. We're here to promote all extracurricular activities of the school. And if you want that on there, you want your business on there. We got a new one there just last week, Hofnagel and Majors.
And we're open to photos, phrases. If you have a video
if you
stock,
have something there,
by all means, send it our ways. We'll use it.
We'll put it on there as we run our timeouts and as we go into. We don't make commercials. We just try to promote the businesses that are helping promote our.
Me and Dakota would be really good ideas for commercials.
No, you never know. I'd go out there for one.
You know what we should do?
Let's do this
corn commercial.
A sweet corn commercial. Yes, we should do that. Oh, fumbled the ball. That's what he did not want to do. And it looks like Union has recovered with a $1:11 remaining here on the about the 40-yard line. If you don't listen that often, we kind of have a thing we do at the varsity games. I have a dairy farm, and we sell sweet corn, and we sell the sweet corn at our farm and at Shop and Save there in Ellwood City. So we always do one shameless plug for sweet corn. But you're only going to have it for another week and a half. So if you want to get it now. But
listen, the butter on the corn today so far, turnovers and fumbles,
yes,
plenty.
Yeah, we should be keeping track. And there's movement there. He got real excited.
He must have heard me say sweet corn and butter.
Yep, he says, let's eat. They're having halftime snack. So 5 yards.
In the cloud of dust.
Be a little wet for the cloud of dust today.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh, my. Entertainment across the board.
yes, it may just be entertaining ourselves, but
I
it's
think
entertainment.
that's what it is.
So,
So first and 15.
Yeah.
Couple wide receivers on both sides. 4
45.
wide.
Yeah. Back to pass. Going to try that swing pass out there and does not go. Ball falls incomplete. It was right down the line. It was a
Right.
forward pass, not by much.
And Union's just got to complete one of those. You complete
Yeah,
one
I
of
really
those,
believe so.
you spread out the Wolverines defense. They're going to have to commit to that a little bit more.
Well, yeah, and I just wonder if Coach Marsh is not going to make a little adjustment here at halftime
Right.
because they've tried that play probably 4 times now. It's not been very successful to this point, but as you said, Brad, it's just going
All
to
it
take
takes is
once,
one. Yep.
and they're going to make things happen. So, same kind of formation we just saw. This time he hands the ball off, and there's the big guy, number 54, Moore in there to slow him down. Number 50 was in there to clean things up. And Aiden Newton, 8th grader. Just 45 seconds remaining here. Going to bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it 3.
So just under 30 seconds now. 3rd down here.
Oh, he fumbles the ball, and he jumps on it. I think did Kelly. Recovers his own fumble. But really they're going to knock him back a little, half a yard. Going to bring up a 4th and 4 with 12 seconds, and you just have to wonder if Union's going to be content.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. And it would have been tough for them to get a playoff anyway. So that
Hold on. I think we're going to get
Union calls a timeout.
They
with
did
their
with-
final timeout with 1 second
second.
remaining. We'll just stick right here because we're 1 play, 1 second away from halftime. Go with the hook and ladder. I haven't seen the hook.
100%.
I haven't seen the hook and ladder.
give
for a
me
while.
give me a little pass over the middle real quick. Something simple.
Yeah, I just watched
And just-
Varsity Blues this weekend. You got
Oh,
the hook and
boy.
ladder. There you go.
Hook and ladder.
This one station they had We Are Marshall, probably the greatest movie
Oh,
ever
listen,
made.
Matthew McConaughey in general, in a lot of his movies, but in We Are Marshall,
Yep.
wow. I'm
Probably-
surprised
probably
that doesn't
the-
get more attention.
It should. And then they had that, Replacements, Varsity Blues. It was an all-football Saturday night there. Sunday night, I guess it was.
Right.
So in this timeout,
So game reset, 1 second. Union did call that timeout right before halftime. One last play here, 14-0. Wolverines, I wouldn't say dominating, but consistently on offense, controlling the ball, and then on the defense side, making plays.
well, and you hear me say this all the time. People get tired of hearing me say a lot of these games come down to just a couple plays.
Yep.
It really was 2 plays in this first half. There's a handoff, number 24, and he goes, got to wrap him up around that right side, and does finally come down after about an 8-yard gain. That's going to bring us to halftime here with your Ellwood City Wolverines leading 14-0. And the official says we're going to take a 10-minute halftime. So, Brad, we're just going to kind of let roll some ads and tell some people to come back here in 8-9 minutes.
Yep. Sounds
All right.
good to me.
We'll see you then. Welcome back, folks, as we start this third quarter of this contest between the Ellwood City Wolverines and Union Scotties. Union will, they kicked off in the first quarter, so they will be receiving here as we start this second half of action. Score 14-0. Really, the Ellwood City Wolverines 2 points came off of turnovers, takeaways, call them what you want, a strip sack, and then recovered a couple yards, and then the kickoff return that the ball wasn't really even fumbled. It was looking more just like taken out of his hand, and returned 35 yards for the touchdown. And both points by Kreitzer have been extra points, have been good, and she is in there right now for the run-up and the kickoff. She's just really, I think, waiting on an official.
Actually, all the officials, they're all together. I wonder if they're trying to figure out something. They're writing down something and all convening at the 50-yard line.
Moments away from game on. The one official down there, we've seen him on the basketball court quite a bit. Certainly do appreciate the officials, and if anybody wants to be one, reach out to the WPIAL because they are looking for all sports. All sports.
And I know District 10 really needs them because they start moving games to Thursday nights.
Thursday or Saturday nights.
Yeah.
And some of them teams do play on Saturday nights as it is.
Yep.
So, Kara Kreitzer with the run-up and the kick. High end over end kick. It's going to bounce there at about the 25. Picked up. Nice tackle. Good special teams play there by number 55. Colton Gullo came down the field with authority, and the would-be runner for Union had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Taken down. Gullo's made some plays here tonight.
Yep.
So Union Scotty's offense. Really, I think about one, maybe 2 first downs in that first half. Just not really able to get any kind of momentum going.
I will say the tackling for the Wolverines, once they touch the player.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not getting away from it.
If you're taking something away, you'd be happy with that. So there's a handoff to the second man through. I believe that was Eli Moore in there on the stop. Once again, minimal gain on the play. Going to bring up down and now a third, and we're going to call it 9. Should be second down, shouldn't it?
I thought so too.
Yeah, I'm thinking second down.
There
we go. We can't correct these sideline people too much. They're going to want us to be officials. And that's a lot of running. So Kelly under center. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off there. Oh, makes the man miss. Up that left side he goes. All the way out to the 40. Still on his feet, rumbling, bumbling. All the way out to midfield. A pickup of about 16 yards. Gets it out to spotted at about the 44-yard line. So first down now for Union as we start this early moments of this third quarter.
I tell you what, I like what the sideline here is for Union. They've got kids from the high school running the sticks.
Yes,
I love that. That's
Yep.
awesome. Get them involved. Why not?
So Kelly under center. Handoff, pitching it out there, number 24, Million. And once again, you said it earlier, Brad, they're getting a hand on him, and they're taking him down. And number 55, Gullo, he is fired up making tackles like that. Gain of 3 on the play. Million had a head of steam ahead, but Gullo was able to get in there and slow that run down. You're going to bring up a second down and 6. Also on the line there for the Wolverines defense, number 66, Bryce Miller. See Hunter Parker out there, number 64. Well, anyway, 64. Kelly under center on this 2nd and 7. Back to pass, looking down the field. Wants to swing it out there. He's going to drop it and run. Weaves through the first line. Gullo meets him head on and stops him. Also in there to help with the tackle was number 10, Emma Cone, but not after another Union Scotty's first down. An injured player down for the Wolverines. And we can't see a number right now. But on the ground in obvious discomfort. Getting up on his feet. That is number 66. Getting to the sidelines on his own power. he didn't want to go to the sidelines.
He came right to the huddle for Wolverines.
Bryce Miller, he's running off there,
play.
so he's doing good. Checking in now is big number 78, Hunter Parker. So, yeah, you kind of got to like that about Miller. He jumps up. He's curled up in the ground.
He just tapped his helmet like, oh, my bad. And then he's going to the huddle. You got to sit out for one play.
You got to sit out one play.
Too
That's
good.
the rules at about any level. So Union now 1st and 10 in Wolverine territory, one of the first times tonight. Oh, nice takedown there. That's number 54, Eli Moore, once again, just being a beast from that middle linebacker position. Call it a sack, a loss of 3 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 13.
So far, a couple, 3 or 4 plays here for the Union Scotties have been working. I mean, this started somewhere around 30, something like that?
28.
Yeah, a couple good big plays, and it's a battle.
It is. And these 8-minute quarters, when you're used to 12.
Yeah.
There's hand up to Kelly, and he's fumbled the ball. It's on the ground, but it's going to be recovered, I believe, by Union.
Yep.
Going to be really no gain on the play.
Recovered by number 57. I think that was one of the linemen there for Union.
And I have a name, Evan DiNardo.
How about that?
For that.
Okay.
So now, 2 negative plays now here for Union. So it's going to be our 3rd and 14.
A big 3rd down for both teams.
Yep.
But the Scotties, they got to get something going here for sure.
Yep. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Kelly under center. 3 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. I think the Wolverines will be coming on this one. Outside, under pressure is Kelly. Makes a man miss. He throws that ball around there loosely. Keeps his legs a churning all the way down to the 35-yard line. It's going to be short of the 1st down, but a much more manageable 4th down.
Yep.
Was that Amicone in there to slow things up? But give Kelly credit. He really danced around there.
Oh, there's a flag on the
Yes, there
play.
is a flag all the way back there. I did too.
I'm wondering if there's
I think that play is going to have to be played again.
Yeah, it's coming back. They're walking. I did not see that.
I did not either.
It is so bright. You're my eyes right now because I'm staring right into the sun. I know there's a
he's
cloud
walking
there, but
15.
Oh, boy.
I didn't see an official.
So I'm wondering, I just saw a hold. So I have a feeling when he was behind the line looking for that pass, I bet that hold was farther back.
Yeah, the official went too far. He marched off 15. That's why I thought a personal foul. I thought I missed it. so, Principal Dan Parsons, he's on the sides here. He's keeping us straight. So I think he thought the same thing I did. So we overthought that one. So, okay, 3rd and a bunch. Probably 22. There's Kelly. Oh, that play never had a chance.
No,
did not go anywhere, and he was wrapped up. Number 73, I think that's McCandless. Yep, just like got a brother like his bigger brother. Hayden McCandless in there with the stop. I think Moore was in there. Well, there's about 4 white shirts, but McCandless led the charge. Another loss on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 5, 10, 15, 20, about 23, 24. Every playbook has a play for this. So.
Okay, John Madden. What do you
do
here?
That was almost Romo-esque.
To be honest, I think you do a play action, let the quarterback roll out, and just go.
Yeah.
That's the yardage
But
so
they
far.
got 4 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quick pass out there, and gets in the hands of number 24 Million, weaving his way through, trying to follow blockers, but he is taken down for a minimal gain. I think that was number 12. Jevkak in there on the tackle. But ball over on downs, and the Wolverines now with pretty good field position. Ball inside Union territory. We're going to call it the 46-yard line.
So big stop for the Wolverines.
Really, that play, I kind of liked how that play was defined, but it's hard for it to be successful on a 4th and 25. But
Union had a good drive going. They got some yardage. They got some plays going.
But
and just
we see it
down.
so much in really in high school. Boy, them negative plays just
sets you back.
Makes it hard. You wouldn't think 5-7 yards make that big a difference, but it really does. Fumbled the ball, did Wolverines. There's a scrum. We'll wait and see who got the ball, and it appears to be Union gets it. The center quarterback exchange did not work that time. So 2:27, and we should have been keeping track of turnovers. We'd have more turnovers than points at this point of the game.
And if you're wondering at home, yes, I'm counting on my fingers. 1, 2.
See,
It's
Brad's
gotta
also
be
a math
5
teacher, and that's how they
plus.
teach them is to count with your fingers.
What happens when you get past 5? I have no clue.
So
Go to the other hand. I think it's 6 turnovers so far total between
you
the two
might
teams.
be generous on that.
Yes, you're accurate.
So under center. Throws it out there. There's your hitch. Oh, slipped. Number 11. He slipped on the play and
You
went
feel bad
down.
for him 'cause he had
a
something.
little bit more running room there. Maddox Rao, name I got there for number 11. And really no gain on the play. As actually lost a yard on that pass play. Now going to be 2nd and 11. So on this 2nd 11,
Rolling
is
clock.
Kelly under center. $1:45 remaining. Kelly back to pass. Going to try to swing that pass out there. Almost batted down, but got in the hands of Million. Rolls his way, makes a man miss. Dives past another one. Still
He's
on
still
his
up.
feet.
There
And
it is.
finally taken down all the way down to 38-yard line. Needed 12. Got about 15 for that Union Scotty's first down. A nice run there. I want to think that was Million, number 24. The yak yards on those swing passes. Something that Wolverines have been able to minimize, but not on that
you know
play.
what? A flag.
A flag on
Yep,
the play.
I just now
I
caught
don't
it
know why.
myself
I'm
again.
not seeing these flags. I
I'm
think
not
it's just
seeing
so
it either.
bright.
I'm missing it. I'm not hearing the
That
whistle.
play's coming back.
Yes, it is. Wow. Drive killer so far on these penalties on offense for the Scotties.
And we're not getting an official say what the call is, are we?
I think they are.
We're just
it's
missing
so
it?
quick I can't catch it.
Okay, so I'm assuming a hold of some sort.
Something along the
So
lines.
going to bring about a 2nd and 17. Kelly handoff up the middle. He goes. Arm stop there and then gang tackled is Million. Picked up positive yardage on the play. Did not get back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring her a 3rd down and a long 12 now for the Union Scotties. Just over a minute remaining in this 3rd quarter. Don't forget, folks, we'll be back on the air Friday night. We're going to say 6:55, give or take. You'll kind of see what our circumstances are once we get there for another Friday Night Lights. Kelly under center. Quick, going to pass it out there. Gets it to hands of number 11. He don't trip this time. Tries to stop and juke a man, but it does not work. As number 5 for the Wolverines gets in there for the quick stop, Dominic DiNucci, and really no gain on that play. Kelly to number 11, Maddox Rao.
So that's going to set up a 4th down, and it looks like 12 with just now 10 seconds.
I don't know if they're going to get the play off.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're just going to let it roll. There's 5 seconds. 2, 1. They will not get it off.
So that's the end of 3. No scoring in the 3rd quarter, so it's the same as when we started halftime. It's 14-0 in favor of our Wolverines. Quick timeout. Welcome back, folks. We start this fourth quarter of this contest between Union Scotties and Ellwood City Wolverines. Middle school matchup here. A big 4th and 12 now for Union as they possess the ball at about the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line. So under center is Kelly. Tries to screen. Intercepted there by number 56. He's down that left side. Big man with a football. He's going to get thrown down there by Kelly. But number 56 just sat back there. Help me find his number, Brad. He made a big play. 56, Matthew Kelly. Wow. He'll remember that one. They was really setting up for the screen. And
right
it was developing Whiting, but I mean, he just kind of stayed where he needed to. That was just, I think that's some coaching here, telling the kid where to be at to try to break up that screen, and right into his breadbasket, and down the field he went. I'm going to say about a 25-yard return. Now the Wolverines set up shop here, ball resting on the Union 20-yard line. Another turnover. Wolverines now just don't turn over the ball. Just do a little drive.
Yep.
One wide out to the left, one to the right. I formation. Gets the hand. There's the handoff. Got some room to run, but met there by about 3 Union Scotties. I like that burst out of the hole. That was number 22, Richard Curtin, on the carry. Picked up, we'll give him 2. A long one, but.
Now, with this 8-minute quarter, if you're Ellwood, you're going to take this 25-second play clock down as far as you can. Now, they don't have them set up here tonight, but you just have to watch the back judge.
I guess the biggest thing is you just don't need to rush.
Right.
You know, just play your
be
game.
Methodical.
Play your game.
Simple. Yep.
Do that 3 to 5 yards in a cloud of dust.
Exactly.
I don't know about this time, though. We got a shotgun, and everybody spread out. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, sidecar to Emicone.
Expect a handoff. Nope, fumble.
Fumbles the ball, and is he hit in the backfield hard by big number 67 of Union for a lost sack on the play.
Yep. He's getting
Colton Cox is the name I have for 67.
Yep.
And he was there quickly for about a 5-yard loss.
And he's feeling it right now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I think one of the things you're going to see if you drive past the junior high practice field this week, the center quarterback exchange. A little bit of some issues there for the Wolverines tonight with that.
And it sounds so simple, Thad. Just going from one person to the next. If you line up and you see somebody right beside you.
Look at number 77, how big he is, and watch him standing over top of your head.
I was going to say, right in front of you? Yeah, that would make me nervous.
Right, and that was a timeout, I believe, for
Wolverines.
Ellwood City. So Wolverines take that timeout. We'll take one, too. Welcome back, folks. Wolverines coming out of that timeout. They have 2 remaining, 6:13 remaining in this contest on this 3rd and 12. Emicone wanted to throw it down there, and now he's going to throw it up. That was lucky if you're an Ellwood City fan. Emicone, ill-advised, just kind of threw it up there, and in and out of the hands of 3 Union Scotties. If you could have fair caught a pass, that's what you would have done there.
And I think you're right, Thad. There's going to be two things talked about come practice next week. The snap and just be smart.
Right.
Make simple plays.
And I think, and we're not trying to be hard on these are 7th, 8th grade players. I mean, no one appreciates them out there playing, and that's why you're doing this. Yeah, you want the win. You want the win, but this is stuff that you're doing to prepare for the Friday night games.
You nailed it. During our timeout.
A year or two from now.
Right, you nailed it. Seeing film for 2-3 years down the road, you nailed that perfectly.
And that's just, what you want to see. I mean, I enjoy coming to these games as much as that because you see how these kids improve, probably more at this level from this game. Oh, we got a flag. Oh, is that delay of game?
I believe delay of game, yep.
Ugh. But that's another situation. I didn't see the back judge raise a hand.
Right.
But I
wasn't
looking.
Of all times to have it, fourth quarter, you got to lead. This is the time to get it over with.
I'll give you that. But so now, 4th and about 17. Going to go up there. He wants to go up top and throws it away. Was in the hands of 2 Union Scotties. Ball falls incomplete. Ball's going to go over on downs. The Wolverines squandered some good field position there.
They did.
After the interception by DiNucci. So now, Wolverines up 14-0, 5:59 remaining in this contest. Union ball over on downs will take over at this possession. Yeah, back to passes Kelly. Under pressure. Oh, finds his man there in the dump pass, number 24, Million. Zips and zags. Up that sideline he goes. And he finally out of bounds all the way up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of about 21 yards on that play. A nice run. And another time there, Eli Moore just had the pressure. And he kind of got caught in no man's land.
Right.
You know the screen was coming. I'll call it bubble screen. And but either way, a first down for Union at their own 46-yard line. The only nice about junior high games is you get to hear the coaches yell on the sidelines. Quick pass there to number 3, trying to go the other way, needs a block. And he's going to be, taken down there by number 55, Gullo. Somebody else was in there, too. I didn't catch who that was, but it would have been advantageous for number 3 just to catch the ball and go down. And it's easier said than done, but he lost yardage after the catch. You talk about yak yards. So what do you call those? Yolk?
Yep, yolk. 20, I think 22.
Yeah, it was good pursuit there.
54, I thought.
Yeah, 54 was in, I know.
So more,
that,
and I want to say
Richard
Curtin, I want to say.
So second down and 16. Kelly handoff. Loses one tackler, but there it is. Nice defensive play there as number 66, one player injured there a little bit ago, but he finds his way back in, 7th grader Bryce Miller. And credit Moore for maybe slowing him down a little bit there for Bryce, but Bryce came in, lick him and stick him, and he was down.
And that clock keeps rolling for the Wolverines.
4 minutes. 3rd and 14 now. The Wolverines, we didn't look ahead. We got a busy week here.
Every week from here on out until November.
I mean, I'll tell you this right now. We're going to try to do every junior high game just because we know so many of them are going to be away at this stage of the game.
Yep.
So as long as our work schedules permit, we will be doing it. There's more. Chasing him down again. Kelly, strip it, buddy. Get there. Doesn't strip it, but down he goes. More with pressure, but credit number 22, Curtin with the sack. Another loss on the play.
And once again, because that plays
4th and 17.
Yep, and with it being in play, that clock is 100% in favor of the Wolverines. Now 3 minutes to go.
And a big fourth down here.
Big.
And really the Wolverines get a stop here.
I think this
Union has 2 timeouts remaining, I do believe.
Yep. I think this is your ball game here.
Yes,
possibly.
could be. Down 2 scores, they're going to.
Because 3 or 4 handoffs in the timeouts,
Yep.
all of a sudden there's your clock.
Yep. So 4th and 16. Kelly back to pass, wants to screen it out there, and he does to Million. He's got pursuit, makes a couple people miss, but taken down there. The big guy, number 55, Gullo, with the tackle. We don't keep stats, but he is your leading tackler tonight in this contest.
For sure.
For sure. And turnover on downs once again. Wolverines ball spotted right at midfield. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. 2:35 remaining. So
I think there's going to be a timeout.
yep,
Wolverines.
timeout Wolverines. I think they were maybe trying to get some new players in just to get a little playing time. Coach Alan Marsh and Craig Mills over there. So we're winding down this game with 2:35 remaining. The Wolverines up 14-0.
For those who are going to the game on Friday night, I've heard so far, good weather. So that's always positive. Again, down at Carleton Cougars, down there in the Carnegie area, just to the bottom left of Pittsburgh. A little bit of a journey.
I know when I Googled it, it's only 55 minutes with no traffic.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it's
like.
like.
I'm wondering, I think this week we probably go down 376 and loop around Pittsburgh.
That's the way it's looking.
Yep.
That's the way my
For those wondering, Brentwood was this is about 10 minutes past Brentwood, I believe.
Right.
But
I think,
at the same token, you can take a whole different route.
Right.
So we'll be there Friday night, 7 p.m. We'll be on the air sometime right around there. It'll help be a different view, so bear with us. This is a brand new stadium that we haven't been to. Wise, don't know about internet just yet, and the view is going to be a little bit different. So just bear with us as best as we can on Friday night.
So out of that timeout, Wolverines, I believe they have 1 remaining.
Correct. And I think Union actually has 3. I believe.
So there's a direct snap, handoff around that left side. Up that sideline he goes. Really no gain on the play, but stays in bounce is Tyler Amicone. And that's going to be Union.
Timeout.
Their timeout. And we're not sure if it's their first or second.
I want to say it's their
We're
first
under
this
debate.
half. But I could be wrong.
I think it's their second, but we'll get confirmation here in about 2 plays. So
You're right.
So-
You're right. One thing we could agree on, it's not their last.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
In fact, you mentioned it a couple times here. It's crazy how in the NFL, in the college level, one play can make your game.
Mm-hmm.
Here, 1 or 2 plays instantly. I mean, that's what it is.
Right,
It's 14
right. I really do believe if it wasn't for them 2 plays, we'd be at 0-0 right now.
You're right.
The way
right.
this game has unfolded.
As much as the Wolverines' offense has got yardage, it's been 20 yards and then turnover, 20
Right.
yards, turnover,
or
20 yards.
and then minus.
Yeah, and then vice versa. Union had some plays there in the second half, but penalty set them back.
Yep.
So again, not the cleanest game, but it's week 1.
But I think if you
This is to be
I think that's
expected.
the key. You got a week 1 game here of 7th and 8th graders.
And you gotta
Some
remember,
have probably been playing a
this
long
is-
time. Some would just start and come out for the team.
Well, the other thing too, though, this is what the second week of school for them. So
Mm-hmm.
second, third week, you still got some jitters. So you just came from school at 3 o'clock, so
Right,
4 o'clock turnaround.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough.
But we had an injury over there.
I think there was an injury.
Yes, I thought
Definitely
it was
missed it.
timeout.
Whoever was injured, though, did get up, no problem, walked off to the sideline
I
themselves.
apologize. Said they called the timeout, and I kind of just was looking at some notes and didn't see down in the field.
I think it was for Union right here, number 57.
Oh, there he is. Coming
yeah.
off.
He's
Yep.
coming off, and look at that. He's racing
Yep.
off the sideline
Racing
before the
off.
whistle. Too good.
So they're not charged with the timeout because of
Correct.
the injury because they just started the clock.
Correct. It was an injury timeout, so whistle blows. Now it's all making sense. You know what? They may have 3 more timeouts. You watch.
Kelly fumbles the ball.
Oh, boy.
Or not Kelly. Emma Cone.
Now there's a timeout.
And, yes, timeout. Ellwood City did recover the ball. So, Union now with a timeout. Bring up a 3rd and 9.
Yep.
Long 9. When we come back with 1:59 remaining.
By the way, folks, last night we did have one team in action, and that was the girls' tennis. They had a trip down to Swickley Academy. I don't know how – there's no good way to say it. That's a good travel, let alone – yeah, that's a team that will most likely be competing for their section. It was a non-conference matchup, but if you know anything, Thad, about Beaver County teams, Beaver, Central Valley, Blackhawk, their girls' tennis teams are lights out. And unfortunately, Wolverines did lose in straight games there, 5-0 in favor of Swickley, but their schedule's brutal. Oh, it's so tough. For some reason, this is the year where girls tennis, good luck in section there.
All I know about tennis is that McCommon's girl tried to kill me picture day.
She did. That's right.
Man,
we have it on camera, too.
Oh, my gosh. I thought I was going to be cute and, like, catch the ball when they were doing the pictures, and the girl.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, she was all in. Another fumble. But Ellwood City jumps on the ball immediately. A timeout taken by Union. Going to bring up 4th down, ball at midfield. And that's not improved as the game's gone on, the center quarterback exchange.
No. I think you may be seeing this potentially as they get back on the bus. Hey, we're going to be talking tomorrow night. We're going to have you guys just stand and we're going to do some snaps.
Right.
Again, tomorrow night, girls tennis is in action at home. They play host, I believe, for Central Valley, 3:30 Ewing Park Courts. I know the golf team is in action at Delmar, and then you also have the co-ed soccer playing as well. So a lot of action. And then the girls volleyball takes a little trip down Mohawk.
Big section game.
Big one.
Big section game.
Got to start
night.
off strong. They're looking good.
They did
so
against
far.
Riverside.
They did.
And can do it again here.
Yep.
So, and then the Steelers play the Bungles.
Oh, boy. The Bungles.
And I only say that because Principal Parsons is with an earshot, and he is a huge Bengals fan.
Defending AFC champs.
Hey, he's waited his whole life to say that. So I like the Steelers. We said that how many times in my lifetime?
It's Michigan. It's Cincinnati. What else you picking on?
4th down and 10 now. Flips it over there, up that left side, and I think he goes out of bounds, was number 22, Richard Curitan. Picks up a little on the play, but not near enough for that 1st down. So ball goes over on downs with 1:47 remaining.
Tell you what, these last 3 minutes, maybe a half hour by themselves.
Well, they took longer than the whole other 3 quarters. So I feel like we're watching a basketball game all of a sudden. So
don't even get me started with timeouts and those. Wow.
Yeah. I will say that's the one thing baseball has done well is make your pitcher pitch to 3 people.
Yep.
I'm a traditionalist, but that's gotten better. The Buckeyes lost again this afternoon.
Oh, of course.
Kelly under center. Up forward is Million, and not much running room there. Gets a couple yards. Number 50 gets up from the bottom of the pile. Aiden Newton. He's been a disruptor in there on that line today. Little hurry up now here for Union. Trying to catch the Wolverines off guard, and the Wolverines might be a little bit. There's Kelly. Wants to get down the field. He's going to tuck the ball. He's going to run forward. Long strides. Gets finally taken down at the 33-yard line. That's enough to move the sticks, stop the clock to move the sticks for the first down. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Clock now running. Back to pass. Throws it up there. Oh! He did not make the catch, and he might be glad he didn't because one of the Wolverines had him in his sights.
Yes.
And that could have been deadly. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 1:01 remaining.
That one cloud has just moved off in the sun every time. It is right there.
So incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. Got a whistle.
I think that was a quick snap. Everybody this way, that way.
Yep.
Everything in between.
Mark it off. 5 yards. Or 6 or 7. I don't know. He kind of took some stutter steps there at the end. They can't count the steps. So it is 5 yards. He got it right. So 2nd and 15 now. Penalty stops the clock. Kelly under center. Wolverines showing some pressure. Tries that screen underneath. Zigs and zags to the left. Oh, big block there. And he's taken out of bounds by number 8 of the Wolverines, but a nice gain on the play. Braden McClure with the stop. He went out of bounds. That stops the clock. And enough for Union Scotty's first down. So ball now, about the 24-yard line, we're going to call it. All spread out as Union, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Oh, so it could have been movement there.
Yep.
Oh, just missed him. Moore, Kelly, wrapped up and then taken down for a little bit of a gain. Number 55 came up with Balgulo, but they're going to mark him down. 28 seconds now on this clock. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. The Wolverines now, I think now just saying, hey, let's get this shutout. But Union driving in the waning moments. Back is Kelly. Looking down the field. He got a man there, but it's tipped, almost intercepted, but broken up nicely there by number 20, Nick Dolster, the 7th grader. Ball falls incomplete now with 10 seconds remaining. Going to bring up, should be 3rd down and 2. And, that's a situation there where the would-be Union had a step, but just didn't get the ball there quick enough.
So it looks like we're going to have a timeout Wolverines.
Yep.
That should be their last one. Not a bad one to take.
No, you got 10 seconds. Let's just keep everything in front of you.
Yep. And this is something that we have to look up. I've looked into this in the past at the high school level. Gardner points and Whipple points for points differential and winning games and tiebreakers. I don't know. Do they have something like that at the middle school level?
Well, I want to think we did because remember 2 years ago
that's
when we went all the way, and it was like I think when we won the last game we sealed it because it was an undefeated season.
Right.
But I know there was talk about those Gardner points, and actually you almost need like a Harvard degree to figure out those.
I figured them out, and it's not easy. Not saying that I had a Harvard degree.
I didn't say you had it right either, but I'm just saying it's
not easy. It's not easy.
Anyway, 10 seconds remaining, 14-0. Ellwood City leading on this 2nd and short. Throws the ball up, got a man down there, and that's going to be a Union Scotty's touchdown. 3 seconds left on the clock. Kelly to number 5?
I want to say yes.
I do not have a number 5, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but a nice catch for the Union Scotty's receiver. That play was about 22 yards.
It's a nice drive for the Scotties, just a little too late. Although with our turnover ratio right now. 3 seconds is still enough time for something crazy. Looks like they're going to line up for 2 points. They got wide receiver far right, close left as well.
Yep, I formation. Yelly. Quick handoff up the middle of the trip, and it goes up and in. Good for 2 for Union. Scotty's making a score 14-8 with 3 seconds remaining. Kickoff forthcoming for Union.
So, again, good drive by Union. I
Yes,
tell
it
you
was.
what, that hurry-up offense actually worked out.
It does. So our closing seconds here as we wait this kickoff after the Union score. But nice crowd across the way there from Ellwood.
Yeah, decent crowd for a 4 o'clock
For a
kickoff.
4 o'clock game.
And I think if we don't know the schedule 100%, because, yeah, you're right, Thad. We haven't looked that far ahead. 6 o'clock potentially is starts for
almost
these away
everything
games.
else is at 6 o'clock
That's
start.
going to help out a lot, especially on a Wednesday night. Folks getting their last fantasy football draft in before tomorrow. Do you do fantasy football?
I do not. I do not.
I don't do paid. I do free. I don't know if I could ever bet on sports, ever. I would lose too much interest.
You would. We'll save that for another day.
Conversation.
You betting on sports? Oh my gosh!
It wouldn't
My
be
phone will be
pretty.
blown up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you're
It blows
right.
off at 1 o'clock in the morning now. Now it'll be 3 o'clock if you started betting. So
You're right.
I'm
you're
not
right.
complaining. It's all good. Run up the kick and tries the onside kick, but unfortunately, those rules say it has to go 10 yards. It went about 4. So no time comes off the clock. The Wolverines will take the ball at that position.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
A kneel down and
one
that
of the
may
favorite
do it.
plays in all of sports, the victory formation forthcoming. Certainly want to thank Union letting us in the press box here tonight. Always accommodating.
100%.
And wish their middle school the best of luck in the games down the road. And their varsity team. Their varsity team, they're in a tough conference. There's the kneel down. That's going to be the game. But best of luck to Union. Best of luck to their varsity in that single A bracket. And that's a win for our Ellwood City Middle School Fighting Wolverines, defeating Union Scotties 14-8. Big plays was the big difference. Lots of turnovers. Both teams got tape now. See the huddle clocks, cameras here going. Got some things to work on here before their next week's game. Brad, you have anything to add?
Let's see. Our next broadcast will be Friday night at Carleton, all the way down there in the Carnegie area below Pittsburgh. 7 o'clock kickoff time as the Wolverines will take on the 0-2 Cougars.
The
So
Cougars.
somebody's going to come out of there with their first win of the
That's
season.
right. That's right.
And then also check us out on our social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, tomorrow night. We're going to have updates for the volleyball match. We're going to have a couple pictures from here, there, everywhere in between, girls tennis, soccer, as well as golf. That's it for me,
Right.
Thad.
Quick thing, check out the Football Boosters Facebook page. They got a fundraiser going on right now
Correct.
for the AFGAN. It's beautiful. Get your tickets to them. Volleyball's got some things going. I know cheerleaders. Check out all of their social media pages, and we have links to all those through us as well. On behalf of cameraman, statistician, and producer Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. We'll see you Friday night.